Hey everyone, so this has literally just come out on the news today at what time is it now? 33 minutes ago. I'll read you the headline, guys, and I'll tell you why it's so significant. 2 men charged over Wagner Group inspired arson attack on Ukrainian linked businesses in London. So remember, let's go back like March time when there was all these fires. There was fires at this location, there was another fire breaking out at this location. And I was saying, look guys, these could be arson attacks. And I've put it out to you guys so many times, about the threat to the United Kingdom, the threat to the United States, the threat to Europe, and I've been saying, we've got these criminal gangs now in our countries that can be paid to do criminal acts. That shouldn't be controversial to anyone, all right? Criminals do crime, all right? Kind of says it on the tin. Criminals want to get paid. You give them money, they will do a criminal act. Guys, that shouldn't be news to anyone. Now, go back guys, alright? Remember when on this channel, I don't think this channel was, I wasn't really posting that much on this channel, but certainly on our other channel, when I was saying, people were sending us things, this has gone up in flames, this has gone up in flames. A lot of battery companies were going up in flames. So now guys, we're starting to get more understanding of what was happening now. Remember, I said, guys, look, I don't know if this is the Russians using their best, paying people. I don't know if it's Russian agents. I don't know, but the likelihood is it could be. And as we see these things happening more and more, the reality is, you kind of have to put, you kind of have to call it is what it is. Now, an article's just come out, and I'll put the link in the description. Like I said, guys, 2 men charged over Wagner Group inspired arson attack. So I'll read you the article and then I'll go to the article that was released on the day, and I'll tell you what exactly I think was happening and why it was happening. So, Jakeem Barrington Rose, 22, and, sorry guys, Ugnius Asmena, 19, are accused of carrying out alleged attack on behalf of the Wagner Group. So those of you who don't, or the Wagner Group. So those of you who don't know the Wagner Group or the Wagner Group, it's a Russian private military contracting company that operates on behalf of Russia. They've been operating in Ukraine. They've been doing a lot of operations in Ukraine. They do a lot of operations in Africa. Now, like all of these things, it doesn't really matter the name. I think people are just identifying this saying Wagner Group because everybody knows who Wagner Group is. The reality is, where's this money coming from? Who's paying? And, what are they paying for? Because somebody pays the Wagner Group. Who pays the Wagner Group? Well, guys, you decide. I've done that bit. They joined 5 other defendants who have been charged. So 5 other people have already been charged with this blaze, guys. I didn't even know this. So they've been charged with the blaze at an industrial unit in Leighton, East London on March 20th, which needed 60 firefighters to bring it under control. Both are accused of offences under the National Security Act, becoming part of the first case concerning alleged allegations under the new spy laws. Guys, I'm going to have to look into those new spy laws because I've been saying this is coming for the longest time. The Metropolitan Police said, pictures. Commander Dominic Murphy, head of the Met's Counter-Terrorism Command, said, while these are very serious allegations, I want to reassure the public that we do not believe there are any wider threat to them in connection with this matter. Guys, he's right. In connection to that matter, there's no wider threat. But the UK in general, it's a wider threat. This sabotage, these acts of sabotage. Look, we're seeing now when they're reporting on it, what I was saying months ago. What we're going to see now is these attacks and these acts of sabotage. Guys, they're just going to increase. With the civil unrest that we've got on the streets in the United Kingdom at the moment, I can almost guarantee you, and this is my speculation, that there'll be people in our adversary countries They'll be online. They'll be pumping money into this. They'll be pumping money. They'll be fanning the flames of hate on both sides. They'll be pumping money into criminal gangs to do coordinated attacks, coordinated acts of sabotage. They're not even coming anymore, guys. They're actually here. The investigation remains ongoing, but now the charges have been brought, I would urge everyone in respect to the criminal justice system process not to speculate or comment further in relation to this case. Sorry. Co-defendant, Dylan Earl, 20, is accused of orchestrating arson attacks on behalf of the Wagner Group, which is a prescribed terrorist organisation. Where are we, guys? There's something else I need to read on here. Here we are, yeah. It is alleged that Earl was in contact with a handler in the Wagner Group before carrying out reconnaissance of the targets in relation to the activity intended to benefit Russia. So what you can see here is, I'll read it you again. Earl was in contact with a handler in the Wagner Group. So the Wagner Group, they don't even have to come to our country anymore. They can do all this stuff online. Guys, you know, you can, there's pretty much not like, if you're giving somebody a mission brief, you don't need to be with them. You can do this online. There's plenty of encrypted platforms. There's plenty of redundant platforms that people can use. There's plenty of fake profiles people can use to communicate with each other. And do you think that the Russian military, the Russian state military, don't know how to encrypt their communications? And again, why would they bother encrypting it? Because for the, on the Russian side or the Wagner Group side, it doesn't matter. Right, yeah, you've seen the communications. So what? What are we going to do as the West? Are we going to go and arrest them in Russia? Absolutely not. So this is what we're seeing now, guys, all right? Anyway, let me continue, sorry. It's claimed that Earl recruited and paid. I said it all along, guys, all right? People are getting paid now to carry out these acts. Why are they getting paid? Because we've lost unity in our country. We've lost direction. We've lost that sense of Britishness that we had. And the reality is there's a lot of people in this country now, criminal gangs coming from overseas, who will be like, yeah, I'll take some money and burn that down. Not a problem. Guys, I can't believe all the stuff I've literally been saying this all along. And anyway, sorry. It's alleged that Earl was in contact. Yeah, we've read that. It's claimed that Earl recruited and paid others to carry out arson attacks on Ukrainian-linked businesses owned by Odyssey and Meest UK. Right, guys, I didn't see that. I'm just going to do a quick search for... I'm going to do a quick search for this if I can cut and paste it. There we are. Right, so I don't know what this is going to come up. I'm going to assume this is for drones, because this is what I was going to say it's for. Odyssey and Meest Limited, official partner. Oh no, that's a Russian thing. Okay, guys, I'll read more into that, and I'll talk about that when I get back. It's claimed that Earl recruited and paid for others. Right, okay. Right, okay. But you see what I'm saying now, guys, okay? You're getting more and more of this thing happening. Remember, back in, I think it was around about March time, we had loads of fires all over the UK. We had fires burning out here, postal services firing out, battery companies being burnt out. This was on the news. And, it just seemed like there was just fires all over the place. Guys, it's easy to burn things down. Everything burns, okay? Now, I'm just going to go quickly to what they reported on the day. So this is an article back now from the 20th of March when these fires were happening. London Fire Brigade rushed to Newick Road, Clapton, after receiving 31 calls at 12:42. I think I reported on this. Most of a terraced two-storey house, including its basement, was on fire. So you see now, guys, all right, there's the conflicting reports. First, these guys were reporting that a two-storey terrace house was on fire. But in the other article, they're saying that it was in an industrial estate. Station Commander Alan Bendell warned that multiple road closures were in place, that people should avoid the area if possible. He added smoke is beginning to subside, but we've also advised residents, blah, blah, blah. That's not really relevant. So, guys, I'm assuming, and I think this will be one of the places that will be producing these little quadcopter drones for Ukraine. This is just my speculation. Now, if you remember, there was a lot of companies going up in flames that that had battery storage or that dealt with batteries. Guys, for these little quadcopters, you need batteries. So now all these things, they all seem to make sense. You take out the production facility, you take out the batteries, you take all these things out, and then the UK, those drones that will be made for Ukraine, potentially, I'm just speculating here, guys, all right? These drones that were made for Ukraine, they're done, they're over, they're finished, they're not coming back. As we can see, as I've said all along, nobody's going to send their best James Bond, tuxedo, fancy watch, Aston Martin, microfilm in his watch. That doesn't happen. You literally get people, recruit people online now, and then you send them for a criminal act and you pay them. Easy. Job done. One use. It's over. It's finished. It's done. That's the next phase that we're moving into. That's the direction that we're moving. And guys, this month is going to be absolutely wild. With these protests, with the way the police are handling them, with the way our Prime Minister's come out and he's handled it, guys, this is not going anywhere. These things are going to escalate. Like I said earlier, you've got these fans of hatred being fluttered on both sides now by our adversary nations, because they want the nation. That's what they want to see in the nation. But guys, I think people have got a right to protest, and certainly, I don't want to talk about the incident that started this, guys, but yeah, I'll probably just break down and start, and I'll have to delete this video. But guys, that's the reality of what's happening. Just be vigilant to what's happening. And once you understand what these things are coming, you can see them straight away. You can understand what they are. So when everybody was saying, oh, are these acts of sabotage? Are these acts of, paid sabotage, foreign attacks? It looks like now, from these articles that have been released, we were right again. Anyway, guys, I'm going to mag to grid because I'm going to go to the gym. I'm in my gym kit, and I'll speak to you guys later.